Today's webinar, Shifting Gears, 3 customer service changes guaranteed to accelerate sales. We're going to do a little bit of a quick housekeeping here. We'll throw to today's agenda. Brooks, if you could go to the next slide. So as I mentioned before, my name is Mike Yerena. I am the customer marketing analyst here at ProKeep. We are joined today by our marketing director, Brooks Young. Brooks, thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thanks, Mike.
Today's agenda, we're going to get things started with a quick poll that we'll throw to in just a moment here. As far as stuff that we're going to be talking about today, we're going to be going through some industry challenges, talking about how you can use your customer experience to grow sales, and outline a few trends to help sharpen service and next steps. And we'll be rounding out today's program with some Q&A at the end. So without further ado, I'll go to this poll here. So the question for today, what percentage of your customers receive order-ready notifications? If you can go ahead and just look at that quick poll that should be triggering on your screen right now, go ahead and select an answer. And we'll leave a few moments here for folks to go ahead and make their selections.
Awesome. Looks like we got some good responses coming in here. Looks like we're about 66% participated. A few more seconds. All right. Awesome. Well, Mike, I think we're all in. So thank you for the introduction, and I'll take it from here. So why do we ask, right? 90% of customers are expecting a real-time order update, and 87% of them are more likely to do repeat business with a dealer or distributor that offers that order transparency. So looking at the poll here, it looks like the majority of you said somewhere between 25 and 50%. And so, that's why we're here today to talk to you a little bit about, how we can improve that and hopefully make your business a little more efficient. So let's kick things off with this slide first. Industry challenges, right? As we look, the last slide was really just one specific challenge, right? And that is around the buyer expectations. These buyers, your customers, are continually having different expectations, right? They're expecting order notifications. They're expecting you to answer a phone or a text 24 hours a day. And that leads into the communication, right? These are modern buyer expectations that you're looking to have to meet very soon. And there's definitely technology challenges with that, as well as workforce, right? There's definitely a shift in that workforce. Some of the workforce is getting a little bit older. And then there's the younger generation that leans very heavy into technology. So how do you bridge that gap? It is something that we hear a lot. And then the next one here is the change management. So, with all of that change and these expectations and challenges, it's difficult, right? And we understand that. And hopefully we're here today to make that a little bit easier for you guys. So the good news, we've helped thousands of dealers and distributors innovate to meet customers where they are and get ahead. Specifically within auto trucking equipment, we have a lot of experience and really helped a lot of these distributors, really meet some of these challenges head on and improve their business. Overall, ProKeep, just a quick intro here. We work with over 8,000 dealers and distributors across the U.S. and Canada. And then you see over there some of the customers that we've been working with for many years. So all that being said, the results, right? What we've seen as we've helped some of these customers really dig in to address some of these modern challenges that they're facing. These are great numbers, right? we all want to see these numbers, and I think that's why we're here today to hopefully learn a little bit how we can improve our businesses. And so, looking at a couple of these and some of the research that we've done, we've seen some customers when they've kind of leaned into some of these trends and solutions have increased sales as much as 300%, saved up to 9 hours per day for their teams, increase that efficiency, 100 to 500 times, and 600% more proactive in status updates. What we kind of started with that poll. So some big numbers here, this is what it's all about. Driving to kind of see the results and making that happen. So we're going to start off by really some of the main customer experience trends today that we have leaned into and seen that our customers are saying that they maybe need a little bit more help. So let's kick things off. So number one, preferred communication, right? Your customers want more options to be able to communicate with you. They want that frictionless buying experience and don't want to wait on hold. And they just want that immediate answer so they can get back to their day to day and hopefully their jobs. Order transparency, right? Domino's and everybody else has made this right out in front and made it that it should be the norm. And so your customers are expecting that based on what the survey that we did said. And proactive engagement, really making sure that you and your business are top of mind to your customers. So let's go ahead and kick off into communication. So this is the first one that we really see being where it all starts, right? There's hundreds of conversations happening every single day, right? You have them between the customer, and then they may call you in and say, hey, where's my order? Or, hey, do you have this in stock? And so there's a lot of different conversations happening over and over and again. And that's how the business runs, right? It's on relationships and it's somewhat controlled chaos. But I think there's easier ways to handle this, especially as we look at some of the methods that your customers prefer, right? Through a recent poll that we did, we saw that 94% of customers prefer to text a dealer or a distributor, which is crazy, right? There's definitely still the email, phone call, and all of those other methods, but pretty impactful number here that says, hey, I want to text and make it easier and faster and more convenient to do business. So as we look at why digital, here's a specific use case that we've seen from one of our customers leaning into texting. It's fast, frictionless, convenient, and accurate. But TruckWorks here, really where they saw a lot of time saving was around being able to send a text a lot quicker than picking up that phone, right? I mean, a phone call can be 10, 15 minutes, where really that text is, 3 seconds and getting back to handling their business. So, really it's about that experience and making sure that not only is your customer satisfied and being, saving their time, but most importantly, you and your team, so you can continue to drive your business forward. So how does that work, right? You can start offering a texting channel to your customers. The advantages of this is the omni-channel experience, right? So now you have all of those conversations coming into one place. You can have a shared inbox. As I mentioned, it's faster. It eliminates miscommunication because all of that is tracked somewhere, and it's not on a phone where somebody's saying he said this or hey, I actually needed this many. So it's a great way to have that communication happening, specifically coming into to one inbox. So the next big topic we're going to talk about is the order transparency. Definitely a topic that we've talked about a lot so far today, but why it matters, right? So 90% of people are expecting them. 83% value the transparency. And 87 are more likely to do business with you, again, if you have these order, confirmations and updates. And as an example, this is what they're thinking, right? I mean, they order that cheese pizza. They want to know when the sauce is getting put on there, and they want to know that it's been checked, and most importantly, when it's going to be at their door. They're hungry, and so we've definitely seen a lot of people kind of become accustomed to this, and we've also seen it really help drive businesses forward. One of our customers, Yancey Caterpillar, really has used this to proactively send the order notifications. That really has an increase in loyalty, but also makes it feel like they're being heard, and that they're a really valuable part of your business. So, in just one text message, you can send out and say, "Hey, your order is now ready. Please come pick it up. And do you need anything else?" There's definitely that upsell opportunity with this too, and specifically with them, they really leaned in hard, and especially during times of more supply chain, when they received a big shipment, they can send that one text and say, "Hey guys, your order is now ready," instead of having to pick up the phone and call 1,000 people that ordered that one part. So a great easy way for the customers to really feel engaged and have those updates. So start being proactive with this, right? In two different kind of cases. One, you could potentially tie this directly into your ERP. And so based on any sort of property or fields, if it triggers, order is ready, great. Then you can come into ProKeep and send it out and say, "Hey, your order is ready." Or if you don't have a system, that mature, you can also say, "Hey, I'm just going to send, here's the 10 orders that are ready today. I'm going to copy and paste. Hey, your order is ready. Do you need anything else for your order?" In a very quick and efficient way. Not only are you then notifying these customers that their order is ready, but also there's that upsell opportunity, right? If you're saying, "Hey, do you need this extra part?" Or, "Hey, you usually buy this when you buy that." Big opportunity to kind of add something else on. And also that personal touch. So, really some key advantages here: keeping that customer informed, reducing the amount of inbound inquiries that you're going to have of those people calling and saying, "Hey, where's this? Is this ready?" They're going to become accustomed to you sending them, potentially that text, to reduce that call volume down. So you're really focused on answering if you do have new sales opportunities. And most importantly, it's fairly effortless to keep those customers satisfied, without taking them, through a path that's a little bit more difficult for them to run down. So a great opportunity here to easily send these notifications to help customers know where their order is. So the next one here is proactive engagement, right? So a lot of what we're talking about today is making sure your customers are aware. This is really more about making sure that they know you're out there, and that you're thinking about them, and that you care about them, and ultimately building that relationship with them. And most importantly, hopefully driving some more sales for you and your business. And so here's a couple opportunities that we've seen some of our customers lean into and really seen an impact to their business. Starting here at the top with anticipatory service, right? Anticipating when they typically make orders, or based on their history, sending them that quick text and saying, "Hey, I know you typically order these to fill your truck. I noticed you haven't done it. Is there, do you need me to place that order for them?" That's a huge opportunity for you and your sales teams to kind of lean in there. The next one here is customer sentiment, right? Very, very valuable, not only to you and your business to figure out how's your service, how do people feel about you, but it also, once again, lets the customer know that you care about them, and making sure that their service is what matters to you, and hopefully that's separates you from your competitors. And so really understanding that information and being able to send out a text and say, hey, how was your service, or something along those lines, on a monthly, quarterly basis can be really helpful. The next one here is at-risk customers, right? So maybe this is somebody that's ordered from you, every month in the last year, and then all of a sudden they stopped, right? Why did they stop? This is a great opportunity to call or easily text them and say, hey, Jimmy, haven't seen you in a while. Can I help you with anything? And hopefully win back that service from them, and make sure that everything's good with them and the service that they've had, and hopefully drive some more sales for you. Another opportunity here is VIP customers, right? Everybody likes to feel important and feel part of something unique. And so you can easily kind of send a message to a group of people that says, hey, VIP customer, we really appreciate you and your business. We have this special promo this week only. We're running a 50% off sale on X, X, and X. They get excited, right? You feel warm and fuzzy when somebody reaches out to you and says, hey, you're super important. I want to offer this to you first. So seen a lot of success there. And then another one is something that, specific to what they are ordering. Right. And so this could be, having a parts specific list, where if they've ordered these parts in the past, either ask them, hey, do you need these parts again? Or saying, hey, typically when you have this part, you're going to need this, later on during this period of time. So being able to kind of send that and either checking in on that, or making sure that they're covered there, is super important. So, here, these are 5 quick tactics that we've seen really pay off for a lot of our customers. So now you might be saying, hey, great, Brooks, these are great tactics, but how do I get that message out there, right? And that's where ProKeep can really help, with our broadcast text message feature. So, looking at broadcast text messaging in general, what does that mean, right? That's a one-to-many text message. So you can just create one message and then blast it out to hundreds or thousands of your customers at once to alert them, whether that's about a promo or a special event or anything like that, to really hopefully see an immediate impact to your business. And so as we look through some of these stats, some of them really jump off the board, right? 98% open rate. Historically, a lot of dealers and distributors have leaned into, flyers or mailers or email. Mailers, they end up on the desk or end up in the trash. The emails, we all get hundreds of emails every day from people we have no idea who they are. And those get buried too. But a text, it's in their hand, especially these guys and girls that are out in the field. Their phone's always on them, and they rely on it. So, that open rate of 98% is huge, right? And a lot of people may say, hey, I don't really think our customers care about this. They might find it invasive. Based on the research that we've conducted with our customers, as well as other polls, 91% of them find it very useful. And 90% really prefer that to other channels. And I think that's really unique and special. But I think it also comes down to making sure that you're not blasting them every single day with some sort of promo or something that they, most likely don't care about. So I think it's a matter of making sure that you're sending them something that's really important, or something that's unique to them that they could really benefit from. So really big opportunity here to drive either sales directly to your counter, the parts counter, or if you have e-com, huge opportunity here for them to click there and go right to your site and make that transaction. So as you see here, 29% click-through rate, it is huge, and that can really add some serious sales to your business. And so why? now I've kind of explained to you that, the customers, they get it, they care about it. But what can that really do for the business? And most importantly, what am I going to send them? Right. So I kind of mentioned certain product promos, event invites, great way to get people over there to some sort of demonstration, or maybe a counter day, something like that. Also, kind of on the other side, hour changes, right? Maybe you have a holiday, maybe you have some sort of weather event. But these are some great ways to alert all of your customers about that specifically. So once again, we see an example here from Truckworks. Talked to them a handful of months ago, and they said, when they first started rolling out these broadcast text, it wasn't uncommon for them to see pallets of product being sent out the door that were obviously tied right back to the text. So, that's awesome. That's what we love to hear, and from our customers, really saying, okay, hey, this is really working. How can we do more, or what kind of text should we send? And so, it's great to have this kind of results when you send those types of messages. So, how do we start? How do you kind of start driving towards increasing sales and so forth? And so there's a couple different options, right? You can go ahead and start by building that list, right? Either in your CRM, or if you already have ProKeep, great. You can use tags and other ways to build those lists. But it starts there, right? It starts making sure that you have the customers that you want to reach this out to, and making sure that those are really targeted and optimized for who you really think is going to be interested in what you're sending. And then it's as easy as sending out that message, and then understanding who's responding, what are they responding with, and it might not be right away, right? As we see, 10% of customers re-engage even after the contact after 30 days. So really a lot of opportunity out there for sending these proactive messages to ultimately drive business. So definitely wanted to make it kind of short and sweet today, and most importantly, give you guys some hopefully some tips that you can take and implement into your business, pretty quickly. And if you don't have ProKeep, we'd love to talk to you about how we can help your business and solve some of your challenges. If you do, and you're using maybe the text capabilities of ProKeep only, and not necessarily the broadcast capabilities, reach out to us. We'd love to help you out and make sure that we can help maximize this. So, that's all we have today. I'd love to spend the last couple minutes here with some Q&A and making sure that we get all of the questions answered for you guys. So I'm gonna throw it back over to my main man, Mike, over there to field some questions.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Brooks. We do have a couple of questions coming in here. Appreciate y'all's patience. We're going to try to get through all of these here with the time we have. Question coming in. Do you have any good strategies for getting customers to opt in to broadcast texting? We have used efforts in the past like QR codes on our dealership TVs, but haven't had as much success. Great question. Brooks, would love to get your 2 cents off the top.
Yeah, great question. It looks like you guys have started right in a really good way to get people to start opting in with the QR codes on the TVs. Here's another couple ideas, right? One, on your invoices, right? Is there an opportunity to put that same QR code on a little postcard or something like that, and just staple it to the top of that invoice, or into that package? Maybe it's you're shipping out the package, or you have it in a box to send out. Put a little postcard in there, and it may say, "Hey, take 5% off your next order if you sign up for text," or something like that. Another great way to get it out there is utilizing email, right? And using the channel that you have been using to say, hey, here's an opportunity to sign up for text. And if you sign up for text, then you're going to have VIP access to this, that, and the other, and then be able to opt them in specifically that way. And I think another great way is even as you're interacting with them one-on-one at the counter, as you finish kind of the transaction or something like that, it could be a simple question of, hey, are you interested in receiving special alerts and promos about things that we have coming up? And they say, yep, awesome. Boop. Check the box. So I know, Mike, you spend a lot of time on the customer side too. If there's any other ideas that you have or you've heard, feel free to share.
Yeah, I think you covered a lot of great ground there, Brooks, as far as some of the additional steps I would take beyond the QR step. Certainly have talked to a lot of folks that have used incentive based efforts to help drive those customer opt-in efforts, whether it's 10% off your next sale, any sort of contest or more of a raffle of sorts. Have seen a lot of success with folks using those incentive-based efforts, in addition to those flyers on their counter displays as well. So, but yeah, love the question, love the answer there. I do think we probably have time for one more as we close up shop here. Question coming in for someone who looks to be sending promotional messages to VIP customers. I know we talked on this topic a little bit earlier, Brooks. For folks that are looking to send certain messages to maybe a select group of their customer base, I think, certainly, leveraging lists of customers, like those VIP lists within broadcast texts is certainly something that I've come to learn and love about that functionality. Sending promotions to those VIP customers, being able to target them more effectively with those messages that you're sending. Feel free to chime in with anything else from your side, Brooks.
Yeah, I think that's a good question. And if I'm hearing it right, is how do you kind of create lists for VIPs? Yeah, great question. We've seen it done a lot of different ways. One, maybe you take the top 10 customers that spend the most with you, right? Or hey, maybe here's the top 5 this month, and then taking those and saying, okay, great. Now let's put them into that list. And if you have ProKeep, then great. You can easily tag them with VIP, and then create a list for them. That way, if you don't have ProKeep, it could be as easy as putting them into a Google Sheet or something like that to kind of get them in order to be able to then mass send out.
Awesome, love it. Well, I think that covers our questions for today. Please feel free to reach out to us. After the webinar here, we are here to help and answer any questions that you may have. Want to thank Brooks for being on today. Thank you all for joining. And Brooks, any parting words from your side?
No, I appreciate the time and look forward to helping you guys out and helping you grow your business. So we're here to help, and we've done it thousands of times before. So let us help you out, and have a great rest of your week and weekend.
Thanks, everyone.